Hey guys, Kevin Bupp here. You know, a lot of folks ask me all the time how I got into mobile home park investing, and it's a great question. I've been investing in real estate since 2001, and I got my start like a lot of folks do by investing in single-family real estate. I'm from a small town in Pennsylvania. Started there by buying fix and flip properties in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is in the central part of the state. Moved on up from purchasing low-end fix and flip projects to buy and hold properties. Really, my mentor taught me at a young age to really buy for cash flow and long-term streams of income. Don't create yourself a job, yet create yourself a consistent cash flow from the assets that you own. And so that's what I did. I followed that model. You know, initially I did have to fix and flip and wholesale properties to build up a capital base, but very quickly moved towards holding assets as rentals for long-term cash flow. Now, with that being said, I transitioned and progressed forward from buying single-family properties to multi-family properties and other types of commercial real estate. And then 2008 came. Things were going great, making a lot of money, having a lot of success in the real estate game. 2008 came and absolutely crushed me. And looking back and reflecting on the things that went good, the things that went bad during the 2008 recession, what I quickly realized is that one of the big downfalls of my portfolio were these single-family investments that I owned, the single-family rental properties. At that point in time, I was living in Florida, where I live today. I had accumulated quite a large portfolio of single-family rentals in Southwest Florida, had very low leverage point. These were all straight rental properties. However, what occurred down here in Florida, it was basically ground zero for the Great Recession of 2008, for the real estate crash. Within a period of a year, all of our values in our properties were upside down. And not only that, a lot of people talk about, you know, losing value in their property. What a lot of people don't talk about is the actual rental rates decreasing. We experienced that as well. We had a very challenging time finding quality tenants. We had to offer a lot of concessions, and we were competing against other property types. More importantly, new spec-built single-family houses that no longer were selling because there wasn't a market to buy. These builders were taking these brand new spec homes and essentially turning them into rental properties. This posed a problem for us because we were fighting for the same tenant base. Very quickly, things went into a downward spiral for me and my business. Ended up defaulting on just about all of my portfolio. It was essentially a train wreck, is the simplest way to put it. I took a couple years off of real estate. Really tried to find myself, and it was a very challenging time. I'd never been through anything like that in my life. During that time, I started a few non-real estate related businesses just to focus on my health and fitness, and to really try to push forward and create a new life for myself, because I was essentially starting over again. Around 2011, the real estate itch, it was always inside me. It came back scratching pretty hard. And I knew that if I wanted to rebuild this empire that I once had, the only way to do it was with real estate. In addition to that, I had this burning desire to really do something big again in real estate. And during that period of time, I went into an exploratory phase. I started talking to everyone I knew that was either still in real estate that made it through the crash, or also those folks that were doing really well post-crash, you know, the people that jumped in directly after the crash occurred. And during that period of time, I was introduced to a guy by the name of Randy. Randy was a mobile home park owner and operator here in Florida. Randy owned 3 mobile home communities in the Tampa Bay area. I had lunch with Randy and had a 2-hour lunch with Randy. And after that 2-hour lunch, I essentially left that meeting making a promise to myself that I was going to buy a mobile home park to either prove or disprove all these great things that Randy had to say about this niche that now we're in today. And so I left that meeting. 14 months later, I bought my very first mobile home park in Atlanta, Georgia. Still own that mobile home park today. That was a very small 34 space community, very distressed. It was a bank-owned property. We turned that property around, went on to purchase our second community in North Carolina, purchased the third community in North Carolina, purchased the fourth community in Virginia, and so on and so forth. Today we're up to communities located throughout 13 different states, and we're continually growing. It's one of the best niches that I found in real estate. It surely is a hidden gem. It was a secret to me. I knew what mobile home parks were back then, but I never had explored them as an investment opportunity. Mobile home parks are by far the best asset class that I have found, and I've invested in pretty much all of them. They're by far the best asset class to create long-term cash flow and legacy wealth for you and your family. With that, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to my story, a little bit of my background, how I got to where I am today. And if you like this video, please hit like. Also subscribe to our channel. And until we meet again next time, you guys take care.